Man, don't forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy, I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, go get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe. Man, babe. Man.
Do my checks. I didn't get to do my checks today. You should be able to hear me now. If you can hear me now, you should be able to hear me. This is Lawrence D. Adams. We are here where spirituality and the game combines. You have the thinking class. And if you don't get it, it's your own ass fault. We should be able to hear me now, man. I've been up at 2 o'clock and then back up at 8 o'clock. Went to bed at 2 o'clock, back up at 8 o'clock, working on sound, lights. I'm everything, just getting everything tight so everything production quality goes up. So forgive me for not doing my protocols that I have. I have checks before I even start a stream, sound checks. I do audio checks. I do audio checks. I do light checks. I do all kind of checks just before I start the stream, and I didn't get to do that today. So shout out to everyone that's here. Good to see you. You can tell the difference. I've changed everything. Changed the camera shot. Changed the backdrop. Just make it look more professional. So shout out to everyone that's there. I should be able to see you. I'm still waiting on a piece of equipment that I'm going to share with those who are memberships, who are part of the membership. I'm going to share behind the scenes. Once you see this piece of equipment that I got and it's in motion, that's it. It's going to change the game of how everything is done. But I want to shout out to everyone. Good to see everyone. Good to see you, Fierce Soul, in the building. Good to see you. Today, we're still talking about Women's Wednesday. Women's Wednesday. Oh boy, Women's Wednesday. What do we say to you women today? What do we say to you? Women's Wednesday. Man, do you understand what we have going on today? Can women really be honest with themselves? Can women really be honest with themselves? Can women really be honest with themselves? So I'm waiting for everybody to come into the room. I understand. I'm watching the dynamics. Everybody pretty much come in around about 12:45 in the class. You know how you come into class. People come in, they get their books, they get their notes, they get everything together. So about 12:45, they might be eating their salad, getting that smoothie. And it's Women's Wednesday. And what I'm going to do is, what's going on? Yes, good. It should look better. Make sure you reach out to me, Harris, on the back end so we can talk. Make sure you reach out to me on the back end. But you want to, people come in, stroll in a little bit later on. So the sound is up to par. Make sure the aesthetically it looks good. Like I said before, and I'm saying this again, there's no need to be up here if your stuff looks like, I wanted to cuss, looks like crap. You should be looking your top notch. Light should be right, hitting you right. You should be looking into the camera. You should be able to communicate your message effortlessly and with a flow, with a divine flow. Let me put it that way. But the shot should be good. You can see the line. He's illuminated now. If you can see the line is illuminated, put a 1 in the chat room. I want you to get it. I was on a phone call for about close to 2 hours yesterday on the right shot. Then again, another 30, 45 minutes again on getting the right shot. So the reason why I spend the time to do this is so that we have the best quality when it comes to the thinking class. So, but if you can see the line that's illuminated today, put a 1 in the chat room. Put a 1 in the chat room. If you can see that the line is illuminated today, boom, boom, boom. There we go. And I didn't put the brand on. Let's put the brand on. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. There we go. There we go. So as you can see, we have updated everything. We're streaming at 1080. Learning a lot from you the other day and how I want my setup. I'm grateful for you guys, man. Thank you, grateful to you. You can see the difference. Good. We completely, you can see the line, he's illuminated now. Worked on that last night. I had to get up this morning, go to Tarjay to get something so that the line can be illuminated. I'm telling you. Keeping it young, right? Because there's no need to get up here on YouTube or any platform and your crap looks like who did it and what. Take time to invest in your production. Take time to invest in your content. Take time to invest in the people that you serve. So we want to talk about today. Being honest with yourself in the game, but we're directing it to the women. Why we directed it to the women? Because some women ain't honest when it comes to the game. Some women, I didn't say all, but some women ain't honest when it comes to the game. And that is a problem when it comes to interacting with other people. Understanding the difference between a male and a female, we know that men come with the logic first, and then the women come with what? Well, the men come with the logic and then their emotions. Women come with the emotions and then logic. And sometimes their logic is expressed through their emotions. So they'll process something through their emotions. What? They'll process something and how they feel that is dipped in their logic. So while we say that, can women be honest when it comes to the game? The question is, can a woman see her emotions for what they are and then logically make a decision? I didn't say put her emotions to the side, but realize that her emotions are playing a part in her decision. And can she be really honest with herself? Because a lot of times women, in which we all do, we buy things emotionally, but many times what happens is the emotions cloud the minds of women from them being honest with themselves and those around them. And the phrase that women use, which is what they're naturally supposed to do or will do, is I feel this way versus did I think about that? I feel that the water is cold. Is the water cold? No, the water is cold. It's not cold. I feel that you're trying to take advantage of me. Did he take advantage of you? No. But your feelings begin to cloud your decision making and being honest with yourself. How many women can really think about this? And men, you need to catch on to this. I may not feel like getting up, but you get up anyway because you know you have a job. So you got to think about it. You got to place your feelings in the right position in your life so that you can be honest with yourself. And what happens is if you allow your feelings, ladies, to run your life, you have a possibility of not being honest with yourself. Let me say that again. If you allow your feelings to what? Run your life, you have a great possibility of what? Not being honest with yourself. Am I saying that women or people, because we're talking to the women today, should not have feelings? Yes, they should have feelings, but your feelings can be like the Beyonce song, "Who Runs the World?" Girls, no. Your feelings should not be running your world. Your feelings should be tempered with logic. Hence why it's so important to have men in your life or a man in your life so it can temper your what? Emotions. So that you can be honest. Because you can feel some type of way about a particular situation and be deadly wrong. You can feel some kind of way and be completely deadly wrong. Because you felt this way doesn't mean that it was that way. So it can stop you from being honest with yourself. And we realize that we want our women, because we're not over here, we're not trying to bash anybody or bash women or bash men. We're here to bring truth to the situation. And the important thing is that you have to, as a woman, you have to admit, yes, I have feelings. And I need to process my feelings before I make a decision. Yes, feelings lead to what? Can lead to chaos. So that's why it's so important that we really think about this when it comes to women being honest with themselves. Because some women, and I've seen it all this week on YouTube and other places, feel that there are 9, but actually, baby girl, you are an adjustable and I mean adjustable for. You feel like you are up there with the top women that are out there. No matter what you feel, the truth of the matter is that you're not being honest with yourself. That is a hard pill that women have a hard time digesting. So what happens is sometimes when women hear that, you're not validating what I feel. No, I understand what you feel, but your feelings are just that, feelings, not based on facts and truth. So it leads you to become delusional when it comes to, say, in this whole thing of this numbers games of 4, believing that you are 9 when you are 4. If this is resonating with you, put a number 2 in the room. Put up another 2 in the chat room. Like I said, this is no way trying to. I ain't trying to bash on women. I'm just giving truth right now. Put a 2 in the chat room if you're understanding what I'm saying when it comes to women understand the scope of who they are in their feelings when it comes to their feelings. Yes, there you go. Feelings are important because they drive passion into your actions. But if those feelings are not tempered with logic, you will make drastic decisions that normally wouldn't make you when you're calm. Correct. Is that to say that feelings are not important? Yes, feelings are important. See, this is where men miss it in the game, because many times when women, I don't know why I'm going there, when women express how they feel, they're not looking for an answer or a solution. They're just looking for your ear. And I'm not saying there be a guy that just be like, oh yeah, whatever you say, baby. Yep, No, I'm not saying you're going to be your counselor now. No, but many times women process through their feelings to get to the logic. Let me say that again, because that's a gem right there. Women process through their what? Feelings to get to their logic. So for her to be honest, she has to process through her feelings to get to her logic, to come into a place of what? Reconciling her feelings of how she felt about it, so that she can get to her logic to be honest with herself. And many times, some women do not get to the end of their feelings because their feelings rule their life. Yes, women want to be heard. That's all I'm telling you. If you were to sit back and just watch women talk, women can talk for hours and go on and 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 on. They're like, okay. And she's expressing to her girlfriend, and he did this, and I went here, and then he bought me roses, then I ate the chocolate, and I felt so good. They're processing their feelings. But in the road of them processing their feelings, there has to come a point where they hit, let me hit logic. Where can I be honest with yourself? Now, this is the side I want men to really get and women to women understand, but a man is saying it to you. Your feelings is you being honest about the situation. Your feelings let me say it the right way. Your feelings can be a way about you being honest about how you feel about the situation, but it may not be the truth of the situation. Let me say that again correctly. Your feelings may be honest about what you feel about the situation, but it may not be the truth of the situation. Your feelings may be how you feel about the situation doesn't mean it's the truth of the situation. And what happens is there has to be a processing process It must be a process that women go through. Now, how does this whole thing with women being honest with themselves? There needs to be someone in a woman's life that will say, hey, I heard what you said. I see how you feel, but baby girl, this is the truth of the matter. Regardless of how you feel, regardless of how you look at it, you were wrong and you need to apologize. But I feel he did this wrong. He shouldn't have did that. Baby girl, you were wrong and you need to apologize. Sometimes if you're not careful, women, your emotions will keep you in a place of dishonesty with your feelings and not face the truth of what you should be doing. Let me slow down. Sometimes your feelings can keep you in a place where you will not face the honesty about what happened and what took place because your feelings are so tied up that if somebody bring you the truth, you're going to run away from it. Even if it's your girlfriend, even if it's a man or father or whoever else is trying to tell you the truth, you might see a Lifetime story and it tells you the truth, but your feelings say, nope, I ain't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Every situation that occurs doesn't need an abundance of feeling. Sometimes it's the resistance of not accepting correction, but is also laziness. Very true. So I want you to get this for Women's Wednesday. This is no way saying that we over here don't hear what you feel. Just saying that what you feel may not be the truth or being honest with yourself. You're being honest about how you're feeling, which is very important. Let me say that for the women. You need to be honest about what you feel. Because sometimes even in that, women lie to themselves about what they feel on the inside. Let me say that again. Even within that, sometimes women are not honest about what they feel, only to save face because they don't want to face the feelings that are on the inside of them. So are you emotionally honest, women? Are you emotionally honest, women? You can never finish the process if you have not been emotionally honest about how you felt. I'm trying to help some sister. I don't know who it is. This may be too much. This may, you may not want to turn, whatever the case may be. Are you emotionally honest, woman? Are you emotionally honest? Can you separate your feelings from your ego? Wow. Woo. That's it. That's a sad thing to hear. A lot of males that are lost in their feelings too. Oh, very true. Very true. Very true. Are you emotionally honest about what you feel? Wow, right on time. Jono, man.
Can you hear me?
Yo, I can hear you. A little low.
It's low. Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
That might be me. Let me turn you up.
Check 1, 2. Check.
Sound good?
A little louder. That's good. Better.
It's too loud. It's too loud now.
Okay. So, all right, right here.
Yeah.
That's better. All right.
So this is something right here with the women, man. This is so key. Sometimes, even in the midst, we understand when women process through their feelings to their logic. But sometimes people, well, we can say women because we're talking to Women's Wednesday. Women, can you be emotionally honest about what you feel? That right there needs to sit and let it resonate. Can you be emotionally honest about what you feel in this situation? Sometimes you're lying to yourself because you don't want to hurt nobody else's feelings, and you don't want to be emotionally honest that this does not feel right. This is not right. I don't know what it is, but this is not right. And I think a lot of times women cheat themselves out of the gifting that they have, but not being emotionally honest with themselves.
It's true. And if you're not emotionally honest, I mean, come on, that's one of the key things that women have their best grasp on, right? Their best grasp is on emotional response, right? They can use it to change the world, or they can use it to hinder their whole operation. And what we have to kind of get into grips is, when a woman is at their best, is when they have an honest approach to how they are dealing with their emotions. If it's a bunch of excuses, if it's a bunch of rhetoric and, somebody else did this and it wasn't me, that's deflection. And guess what? You're not gonna win that way. You're gonna actually take longer. The repeating process will be in influenced, and you're not gonna have a change to your situation.
Right. And so that's why it's so important. It's so important that first, women, before we can get you to your logic, we need to get you through to process your emotions properly. You have a you have a landmine of emotions that you have not been honest about.
Yeah, it's gonna creep up. It will creep up in all of your results. It's gonna creep up where you want things to work for you. This will be the thing that stands in the way.
Mm. Some women need to really get this. You're sitting and you got your stilettos on, black with the red bottoms, looking sexy, but you are emotionally dishonest with yourself and everyone around you. You look sexy, you got the curves, you got the hips, you got the fingertips, but you are not emotionally honest with who you are. We're talking to someone today. Thank you, just the editor. Appreciate you, editor. Thank you. You are not emotionally honest about what you feel. So you can never go to the next step, which is your logic, because you haven't fully processed your emotions. Man, I'm feeling this right here, man. Like, dude, I don't know why.
Because it works, man. It works. I mean, we have to. I think what happens is, the more we get in touch with who we really are, the better person you're gonna be. There's a point that goes beyond the basic instincts of life, like getting, food and shelter and basically your basic needs in life. There's a step beyond that called self-actualization. And the only way to be self-actualized is to find all the pieces that may be undone in your life and get them corrected, get them on the right path. You know what I'm saying? A train is no good unless it's on the rails going in a direction of progress. The train ain't no good to nobody if it's off the rails, right? The
Mm.
train is no good when you have a situation where it can't actually service the people that can carry it, or the products or goods it can carry. If it is not moving on the path and not off the rails, then you're going to be stuck with a person or a huge tool that can't ever be used. And guess what? Your emotional response is like you having a train. You could use this for so much good, and heal the world, and get things with have compassion for certain situations that would allow you to be very in tune with who you're dealing with, and even heal a person who doesn't know how to deal with their emotions. But if you choose not to do that, what happens is it gets the adverse effect, and then everything becomes the blame game. Everything becomes, oh, it's outside of you. Oh, it's not me. It can't ever be something wrong with me. And you're not really approaching the resolution of your own resolve.
That dude, man, dude, you hit it right on the. When you said that, they're on that train, Jono. When you said that example, when they don't process or be honest about their emotions, they actually become, and this is strong, man. I don't know why. Why are we talking to the ladies like this? They actually become corpse, hollow inside, void.
Yeah,
There's nothing there because they have lost being in touch, being emotionally honest with themselves.
yeah. I like Johnson W's point about going off the rails. See, it's one thing when the train is not on the right course or even on the tracks, but you could be on a course, and if you don't have the right connection to your emotions, you could literally have an accident, go off the rails, and mess up everything going on in your surroundings. So that's why it's important to have a handle on it before you even set out on a journey.
Mm.
Some of you
Ladies,
should be on the journey of improving your emotions instead of going out there reckless with your emotions all in a bundle or in a tizzy, and then looking for results, and then everybody around you is all hesitant and non-cooperative, and you don't know why. You just don't know why.
man, I don't know why we on the emotional, being emotionally honest in the game for the ladies. It applies to men too, but we're going to talk to the ladies today. But man, have you seen so many collisions because women have not been emotionally honest about what they felt? Relationships burn up and crash because she wasn't emotionally honest, or she did. If she did, she didn't handle. She didn't emotion. Okay, how do I say it? If she was beginning to be emotionally honest, she burned up the whole situation instead of allowing it to be a flame to push them to the next level.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if you were like we talk about matriarch, right?
Mhm.
The heads of the family, right? I call it the heads of the family, the man and the woman, right? Imagine your whole job was being the glue, making sure that everybody had their schedule right. Everybody moving in and out of the house had their particular timing right, and you just decide, oh, I want to go off the rails and have an emotional episode. Do you understand how many things get undone at that point?
Mm.
Now you're going to have family that cares about you trying to tend to you instead of their responsibilities. Their list is interrupted. That's why I said everybody in your vicinity is affected by your emotional response. If you don't have a handle on it, people will start to handle you. It starts with your spouse. It starts with your partner, and it goes all the way down. When I'm not feeling good, I get instant, questions from my little peanut gallery. Daddy, what's going on? Can I do something for you? You need some medicine? Can I make you some soup? I get a different response from each child, and I'm sitting there like, look at all this energy going in the wrong direction. Let me get better
Right,
so you can get back on track. You see what I'm saying?
right.
And it's the same thing applies with your emotions. If you don't got a handle on your stuff, I know everybody's day is hard. I know everybody got they got the whole list of stuff they got to deal with. The pressure is heavy. The albatross is right on top of you. But what you got to realize is that the more you put on other people, the less they're going to get done. So don't overstay your emotional response to something. I'm not saying don't react at all. Oh, don't overstay. Because what happens is when you overstay, everybody starts crowding in that room with you, and then nobody gets anywhere at that point after that. Use your power for good. Use what you know and what you can feel to get out of the situation. Use your experience of all your past results, knowing what was effective and what wasn't, and then you all get out of that land of emotional stagnancy.
Mm. Salute to you, Bernier. To the point that you become numb due to the numbers of tragedies you brought upon yourself. You become literally the version of the walking dead. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
That's right, a zombie.
How many of our women are the walking dead? They become numb on the inside. Or like I would say, 3 o'clock in the morning, you crying, but nobody sees it because you got to be the tough girl. You got to be the boss babe. You got to be the tough chick. Instead of dealing with being emotionally honest with yourself.
And they take it wrong. And they take it wrong. When it's time to get tough, they take it wrong and they get the attitude with you. Instead of dealing with yourself, the whole point of toughening up and getting the boss level is so that you can prove how much of a leader you are. It wasn't to get an attitude and make everybody who's the opposite your adversary. It was never meant to be that. It was never meant for you to fight. What it was meant for you to unite.
Dude, did you rhyme? Did you mean to do that?
I didn't mean to do that, but it just came out. It was not supposed to be trying to push other people down so you look good. You weren't supposed to be trying to outshine anybody. What you were supposed to do is prove how much of a leader you are and bring everybody out of the land of inadversity and move you into the land of success. That's what boss level is. That's what bad B and all that. You really proving how good you can be when you prove what you've done with actual results, not just status. Oh, I got this, I got that. But guess what? How many have you helped? How many lives have you changed? You know what? If you the baddest bee or the boss chick, show us how you use your influence to take a man who normally would have been stubborn in his ways and make him productive in your operation. Show me how you did that, not just step on him and tell him, well, I'm his boss, I could tell him what to do, and guess what? I'm getting 50% efficiency out of him, and it don't matter. How about leveling up and getting the full cooperation of your team because your leadership skills were emitted, not just you are a boss? Okay? The corporate suit, the jewelry, the hair, the makeup, everything, all that stuff means something only because you already are a true leader on the inside. Not just the look of the boss, not just the parking spot right outside the front. That's not what makes it. That's why I tell people, even in the organization, listen, you don't got to make me a title or nothing. People are going to figure out who I am without even talking to me. I don't need a title. What I need is for you to listen. You know what I'm saying? When you find my information valuable, you won't be able to tell anybody what position that makes me. They just know I belong at the top, at the head table. You understand? You're not going to sit me in the back where I couldn't be heard. Because what I got to say is going to fix everybody, change everybody's information. And it don't matter. I don't need the title. I tell people, when I go out at night, this is your seat. No. I don't have a seat. I have a position. There's a big difference. I don't have to have my name on a chair. I don't have to have a designation. I have a position. And my position never changes. I could sit in any chair and have the same position, because my influence is what stands in the door for me, not my name.
Y'all better catch this. Better catch this. Ladies, we're talking to you. You're beautiful, you fine. Tastes like wine. But if you're emotionally numb, I'll spit that wine out. You know how you swirl it in your mouth? You get the air in it. You get the air in it.
And you want to hear something funny?
What's that?
The true players, they take advantage of that. They see that as a challenge, don't they?
Oh yeah, they do.
They want to now break you down in a whole other way you wasn't expecting. Because you got all these shields and barriers up. Now I want to make it my job to fix you. When there was nothing wrong, you were supposed to just use your leadership for good and not try to rule the world.
Yeah. Are you emotionally honest, women? We need to ask the men too. Are you emotionally honest. So all you boss babes, salute to you, Unique. Good to see you, brother, in the chat room. All you boss babes, and you know you want I rule the world, and you got the stilettos. I'm not gonna say that. I would say something, but I put it back because I know all that is all fine and dandy. As you said, Jono, who are you really helping? Or are you being selfish? And you know, reality, when you talk to them behind the scenes, Jono, they're lonely.
Yeah.
They're lonely. Nobody wants to be with them. They have a man that comes over, he do his job, he comes and leaves, but you have no true companionship. Trying to help, we're really trying to break this truth down. I don't know why, but this is so strong today. And trust me, I was 12:30, I was still on the car and trying to set everything up to get everything right with the lights and everything. You can see the difference. Got the lions lit up now. you know how I talk to you. You know how I talk to you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So that's what we want. We want you to understand women. And I know what you're going to say. I hear it in this ear. Where can I go where I can be what? Emotionally honest. Who's going to hear me be emotionally honest? And the thing I would suggest is that you first start with you. Be emotionally honest about what you feel. Take one day. You don't got to tell everybody, and to be completely emotionally honest about what you feel at that moment. Now, let's get very clear. Just because you feel these ways doesn't mean it's the truth. But I'm saying it's you have to first reconnect so that you can be honest. So many women are disconnected from their emotions, trying to be a man, trying to be a man. Did I say that? Trying to be a man, that you disconnected from your emotions and has made you numb. You can't even set one. You're so numb that the man gotta buy you a room full of roses while one petal would have been just good enough if you were emotionally honest with yourself or connected. One rose petal would have did it. But because you're so numb emotionally and not honest with yourself, he got to buy 5,000 flowers, and he got to buy a cat with your name on, and the dog got your name scissored in you. And it would never be enough. Let me read what Unique says. LDA and John, men don't ask for much from women. Small things like making us a cup of coffee without asking us to move them out to their minds. Correct. Some become numb emotionless because they have been interpreted their version of events and their past from the wrong perspective, never grasping the life lesson just because. So we got the fraternal order of disappointed men, but we have the fraternal order of what? Emotionally dishonest women.
Yeah, don't you want to get to the point where you don't ask for nothing? That's where I want to be. I don't like asking for anything personally. I feel like if I have to put that much energy into it, it might take me the same energy to do it myself. You see? So if there is an opportunity or a position of, discernment, see, when you discern something, I mean, you kind of understand it and you can flow with it because it has a natural response system to it that you can relate to. That's what we need to all get to the point of, okay? Especially as a woman can get into the flow of a routine better than a man can, because the man is creating, but the woman is maintaining. You see what I'm saying? Women are better at maintaining something already established. Men are good at creating something, but may not be able to carry the torch. You see what I'm saying? That's why there should be some cooperation when it comes to the two, and not opposition, because there's character flaws in both parties, and there's strengths in both parties. But you have to get to that point of understanding where your differences are.
Mm.
And like we said, if you can have a command over your emotional response, you would be the queen of the situation, as opposed to the messy chick without their stuff together. You see what I'm saying?
Right, dude. That's right on money. Some women are. Well, I got a book coming out. It's called The Queen Maker. Some women will never be a queen because they're emotionally not responding correctly. Let me read what John W. wrote. Remove yourself from all distractions in your life, phone, TV, computer, and take an hour to emotionally honest without yourself. Small things like taking a walk can go a long way. There it is right here. Look what Rainy Womb saying. The sorority of emotionally dishonest women.
Whoa.
Once again, we got our own dictionary over here. I don't know if we got our own dictionary, but
That's the
right
thinking
there,
class dictionary instead of the urban dictionary.
yeah, the Deacon class. The sorority of emotionally dishonest women. You have pledged, sister, the emotionally dishonest women. The sorority.
And you know, there's a secret out there. There's a secret out there that I think the women need to know.
John.
There's a major characteristic that can be identified. If I tell you this secret, you're gonna be able to identify who the leaders and who are not. There's some people that are just talking. There's some people that are just trying to express themselves and get ahead in life. And then there's other people that are true leaders. And there's one way to tell the difference between the two. Does anybody want to know the secret?
Come on, let's get this. Come on, let's get this secret.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. The way you can tell that a woman is truly in her leadership element and not just talking is by what she's responsible for. What is she responsible for? Especially in a situation where she may not have her own kids, and people trust children around that person.
Oh,
That's one of the major ways you could tell. Can you be trusted with something that's not your own? Can you be trusted with a situation that was not necessarily something for your own benefit and your own gain? And that's why you first can see it in children, then you can see it in teams and tasks, and then you can see it even in church. Who the committee leaders? Some people are part of committees that don't have no members in it. You know that?
no. And nobody want to join them.
Nobody want to join them. But the larger committees where you see them getting things done on a monthly basis and you can see results constantly pumping out, that's the leader. That's the leader right there. Okay? And some people just want to have a title. Guess what? Your title, you're going to be all by yourself. It's called the lonely title. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be part of that sorority we just spoke about. Sometimes you are given a title just to be quiet. Like, oh, we're going to put you in charge of, we're going to put you in charge of flowers for the church. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't take but one person to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to put you in charge of opening the door. You could be on the ladies' usher board, and all of a sudden the door they put you in charge of is in the basement somewhere.
And that's on every fourth Sunday.
You know what I'm saying? Like, here's your job. You know, everybody can labor, but that don't mean you're going to be effective. You see what I'm saying?
All right. Y'all better get this, man. Y'all better get this. Shout out to True Cyrus, my dude. Good to see you in the class. Good to see you, man. But we got the fraternity. We got the fraternal order of what? Disappointed men, right? Now we got the sorority of emotionally dishonest women. Somebody need to get this. We're gonna have to. Y'all better get this Deacon class dictionary. I was looking at sort of side note. I was looking at Cap Calloway. This is history. Do you know he had a dictionary of hipsters, of all the sayings he did for his for sayings and what things meant? He had his own dictionary.
Really?
Yep, Cap Calloway. Interesting. So we put in the calendar. We got our own dictionary. Sisters, are you in the sorority of emotionally dishonest women? And if let me say this first. Y'all better canonize this. Y'all better watch this. If you hear that anywhere else, any kind of way, please know where they got it from. Need to pay some. They need to put some respect on our names, on the thinking class name, LDA name, Jono name. Put some respect on it. If you hear anybody talking about the fraternal order of disappointed men, you ain't heard that nowhere else. And the sorority of emotionally dishonest women, you heard it here. You ain't heard it nowhere else. If you hear it somewhere else, they was in the back. They were in the clouds doing like this, taking notes. I'm gonna use that in my next drop. I'm just gonna take sorority out, but put emotional in. I'm just saying. You hear it anywhere else. I don't care who it is. They got it here first. Run that. That's right, Jonathan W. Run the royalties. Pay us some dues. Put some respect on our name. But back to the subject at hand. Because what time is it? 1:23. Women, we want you to come out of the sorority of emotionally dishonesty and come into your true femininity, where you're honest with your emotions, so that you can walk into your logic and be the leader, like Jana was saying, with results.
Yeah. It doesn't count no more to just be valuable. You see what I'm saying? Because who's to gauge that true value? You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The true value is gauged in only results. It's not going to be just what you say anymore. It's not going to be about what you could put up on LinkedIn. It's going to be what you are and where you pumped out results.
And baby girl, that's my uncle. You said my Uncle June. He said, "Baby girl, we're gonna have to see what kind of results you're getting. You can have you can have a big booty. Let's be very clear. You can have the big boobies. You can look cute in your hair, real or not real, makeup on fleek, nails or no nails. But if you ain't producing no results, sister girl, you're just pretty for no reason. You're just made up for no reason. Let me say that again. You're just made up for no reason. Let me say that again. You can look pretty. You can look, everybody, all you're getting all kind of hearts and likes in your DM. But if you ain't producing nothing, why should we even deal with you? We got to be we need you to be emotionally honest with yourself. We need you to be emotionally honest with those around you. There's a book out there, and I don't know the author. It's called Emotional Intellect. I went through something at my job. I went through a whole thing. They talked about emotionally intellect. But we need to be, before you get to emotionally intellect, you need to be emotionally honest with yourself. So all the big boobies, hair, and showing your booty online on Instagram. I see y'all. I look. I ain't gonna lie. I look. But that's all I'm gonna do is look. It don't. At the end of the day, a man of my caliber, or the men in this class, are looking for a little bit more than just that. Because if not, you're going to run our train off the tracks when you're not being emotionally honest about who you are and and you're about your emotions. Men, if I'm lying, I'm flying. We don't got look. Let me say something. When you being emotionally honest about with yourself, you end up attracting a different caliber of man. You might get a man that will play with you in the bedroom, but that's all he gonna do. And for a woman, that's easy to do, because ain't no man gonna turn down no, you know what. But when you become emotionally honest with yourself, thank you. I think that's by Daniel Goldman. Yep, that's it. Emotional intellect. Yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate that. But when a woman truly become emotionally honest with herself about how she feels, she can go into her logic, and then she can walk in the true essence of her femininity. She emanates on a different frequency than the average woman. She doesn't allow her emotions to take and rule her. She doesn't allow her emotions to cloud her judgment. She comes into the room, and her because she's emotionally honest with herself, it changes. We talked about this. It changes the atmosphere. Men don't know why they're doing what they're doing because she's emotionally honest. The real question, thank you. The real question is, do women fear being ostracized from the sorority of emotional dishonest women because they dominate the John the W, man, you trying to get me kicked off of here, dude. Why do you say that? Here we go. The real question, do women fear being ostracized from the sorority of emotionally dishonest women because they dominate the public space? Dude, I can close up the shop right there. I can stop right there and say, that's it. We need to end the stream. Let me leave that up there. Let me let that breathe. Let me let that breathe. I'm going to change the title of this. What you said, I'm going to change the whole title of the show now. Let me let that breathe. Are you ladies fear of being ostracized from the sorority of emotional dishonest women because they dominate the space? You don't want your sorors to say something to you because they're emotionally dishonest too. Why? That's why they can't keep a man. You need to let that breathe. Y'all may not like what what just took place right there. You just dropped the truth bomb right there. The real question, let me read it again. Do women fear being ostracized from the sorority of emotional dishonest women because they dominate the public space? And my answer is yes. My answer is yes. They fear if they become honest about how they feel and begin to embrace the truth about who they are. The sorority will give them their papers and tell them to walk out. The sorority would say, you can't be emotionally honest. If you do that, we're going to kick you out. And where are you going to run to? To the men? Because you're already trying to take our men. So the answer is yes, women. You know what's interesting? And I'm going to leave on this one. The Fraternal Order of Disappointed Men and the sorority of emotionally dishonest women sort of come together. Everybody in everybody's business keeping that toxic in place. Right. It governs itself. Break the curse, ladies. Break the curse, ladies. Don't allow the sorority of emotionally dishonest women to keep you bound, to keep you tied up, to keep you in a place where you're never truly free. You can go to the altar 10,000 times, but until you get off your knees and face who you really are and be emotionally honest, so you can be logically honest, things ain't gonna change. Angel number, fear soul. You got the angel number today. Fear soul, you have the angel number for today. You know how we roll with this. You know, I thought about John, and I could be wrong. Be wrong. Could it be that the sorority of emotionally dishonest women somehow attracts the fraternal order of disappointed men?
Wow, that's a pretty decent connection there.
I don't know. I don't know. That could be the case. He's always in
Going
the.
to
Go ahead.
going to the cotillion. They both going to the cotillion together.
She got her dress on, her corsage on her wrist. He got the bouquet over there. Look, mama. Look what I found. She in the most. She in that sorority, ain't she? Mm-hmm. She in that sorority. Emotional dishonest woman. Emotional magnetism. Dude, do you understand? Y'all, they go into the cotillion, don't even know it. But it's a lot of relationships like that. She said, I hollered, wow. Social awareness, relationship management, self-management, and self-awareness. That this is the truth. It will be tomorrow. We need fear soul. I need that number, sir. Give me that number, the first number to come to mind. First number, the first number that comes to mind, fear soul. We need that angel number so we can roll. Yeah, I like the light back there, man. It just the lion look good. The lion, the tiger. So if you hear anyone teaching on this, I don't care who it is. You hear anybody teaching on the sorority of anything with emotionally dishonest women, you heard it here. Blackjack, what's going on, Bo? What's up, man? I was looking for yesterday. Grand Rise in chat room. Good to see you, bro. Emotional magnetism equals law of interaction. You're right. Okay, Fear Soul, we about to see what he gonna do. You see, Fear Soul, we waiting on you, man. I know you working now, maybe working. I'm about to pull this up on him then. What I gotta do is to Fear Soul, man. Oh, it didn't connect. There he is. There it is. Y'all beat me to the punch too. Good. He said, sorry, I'm 2 minutes behind broadband trouble. I understand, bro. 213 is the number for today. 21. Let me get it in there again. 213. That's
Look what showed up.
oh. Mine's that comes today. It's been delayed. So I just got this shot together. How am I gonna get that together with that shot? You know what I mean? I just perfected this shot.
Yeah, I mean, it looks great now. It looks really good.
Mm-hmm. You know, Doc, it looks good, but the lioness is sitting in the back. Okay, guys. That was an hour long.
Composition.
Yeah,
That's
that's
all
exactly.
composition.
Yep. The biblical meaning of 213 angel number 213 spiritual meanings that you have the ability to take yourself to the destination that you deserve. Very good, very good. Right on point. Yeah, composition, yeah, because the lines wasn't right and everything like that. And he,
I'm already frustrated because you can't. The NDI app and the Mevo app both won't allow you to connect to multiple cameras. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to science the crap out of it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I love a challenge though.
Yeah.
I
More
feel like the
so,
18 sometimes.
that's what it's about. More so, it would help if you keep pushing yourself no matter what. Actually, the good about life is a life. The good about life is living a life of caution. Okay. So we want to, that was the angel number of today. If you're so, you know that was for you. But I want to make sure we emphasize this. Ladies, be emotionally honest with yourself first. I'm going to change the whole title now of this. Are you part of the sorority of emotionally dishonest women? Did you pledge?
And don't get mad at us for saying it because we approached the men first with this one.
You didn't talk to the men first. You didn't think. We told them that they needed. You know how they go in on us, dude.
We told them their fraternity first.
Yep.
So don't get mad at us. Don't be like, oh, look what he's doing with the women and blah, blah, blah. Stop it.
Mm-hmm. He ain't saying nothing. He must be with that Kevin Samuels and that BOA and all them guys and Fresh and Fit and everybody. I don't care. That may mean moving forward from one area of your life that you have been holding yourself back from. It could be about embracing a new opportunity or challenge. Bing, bing, boom. Just what we were just saying. Shout out to the thinking class. Dude, we got to go, man. We got to go. Tomorrow, we're going to continue on. The Fraternal Order of Disappointed Men, and then the sorority of emotionally dishonest women. That sorority big, John. You know that? I see them stepping. I see them holding their hands.
They got national chapters.
Huh?
Got a national chapter. Got regional subdivisions.
Oh my God. Sister, I hope you ain't you ain't the chapter president in your city or in your family.
So, some of you think you leaders, but you leaders of that sorority instead of getting the leaders of free women.
Oh, and you said something earlier, but it went right over the head. So, ladies, if you're part of the sorority of emotionally dishonest women, you are a mark. I wouldn't do that, but you almost like this. You are a target, baby. Because all he has to do is rub you the right way. Yes, the sorority of emotionally dishonest women. Have marched in. Yes. But thank God you're part of the thinking class. With that being said, let's get out of here today, man. Y'all are dishonest with your emotion, reckless with your logic. Woo! I like that, brother. I want to be a producer. Thank you, Jonathan W. I want to be in the fraternity of the free thinking man. Say it loud and proud for sure. Dishonesty with your emotions, reckless with your logic. I like that. That can almost be a rap right there. The Fraternal Order of Dishonest Men and the Sorority of Emotionally Dishonest Women. Woo! Deep, brother. I tell you, deep. They ain't ready for this. You hear it anywhere else? You better tell them you got that from LDA. John, no. We create over here. Let's get this outro out of here. I'm gonna have to cut the music because I gotta cut the music. They keep getting dinging me for it, so I gotta do like this and say, "Wow, we out of here." Let me get these banners out of here. Get this out of here, and we are gone.